What's up guys, welcome back to Finance to Fly. My name is Luke and I'm here to help you elevate your travel while minimizing your spending. Today we got a new credit card review. This time we're going to be reviewing the Chase Freedom Flex. So for the annual fee for this card, it comes with a nice $0 annual fee, and for the sign-up bonus, it comes with $200 back after $500 spent in the first 3 months. That $200 can be turned into 20,000 Chase points, by the way. Not to mention, there's also a intro APR period of 15 months with 0% APR when you open this card. So for earnings rates, like I mentioned before, you can turn this cash back into points. So we're going to talk in points today, but for the earnings rates, you're going to earn 5% or 5 points per dollar spent on up to $1,500 per quarter in rotating categories. You'll also earn 5% or 5 points per dollar spent on Chase Travel Portal purchases, and then 3 points per dollar spent on dining and drugstores, and then 1 point per dollar spent everywhere else. So for benefits of this card, well, there isn't really any. I mean, it's a $0 annual fee card. It's nice to have in your wallet though. You do get some low-level purchase protection, some extended warranties, and trip and travel protection, but they're nothing to write home about, and I definitely would get a different card if that was what you were looking for in a card. So what is this card worth? Well, it's whatever you can put towards that $1,500 limit on quarterly categories. If you can limit out on the quarterly categories every quarter of the $1,500, then you're gonna make out pretty good with this card. If you can't, it might be worth it to get another card, but honestly, it's $0 annual fee. It doesn't hurt to hold in your wallet. Moving on to redemptions, we're going to do 3 redemptions like usual. This first one is going to be a direct flight from LAX to NRT Tokyo. This will actually be in Singapore Airlines first class cabin, and for 187,000 miles and about $100 in taxes and fees, you can save over $12,000 on this ticket. Yes, I know this is not the most conventional or I guess budget friendly way to get over to Tokyo, as you can get 50 to 70,000 mile point redemptions to get over there, but this would be one of those opportunities to take one of the best first class products in the world for a quick flight of 10 or 11 hours over to Tokyo. Not to mention, when you get the cent per point value by taking the cash cost, minusing the taxes and fees, dividing by the points amount, you do get a 6.48 cent per point value, which is incredible. It means that you're getting over 30% back with cash back if you're hitting that $1,500 maximum on this card per month on the rotating categories. Next up, we're going to be flying from an odd airport. It's probably something you don't think about every time it comes to award flights. KLM and Air France have flights from Calgary, Canada to Amsterdam and Paris. This is where you can probably get one of those nice saver award rates for 60,000 miles and about $245 in taxes and fees. Of course, that would be business class saver award rates, but that also saves you about $4,200 cash cost on that one-way ticket. And obviously, you're flying to Calgary, you're gonna have probably some costs going into there, but it might be a nice way to avoid having to pay a higher non-saver award rate just by repositioning to Calgary instead of somewhere else. Better yet, this comes with a 6.4 cent per point rate, so you're still getting incredible value for your points. Obviously, you'll have to lower that once you factor in flying to Calgary. Or if you're flying from Calgary, that's even better if you live there. Last but not least, we're going to transfer some points over to the Hyatt program. We're going to try to stay a weekend in Florence at the El Tornabuoni Hotel. This is going to be a suite booking because you're going to book a suite for 2 queen beds. And yes, I did say queen beds. Not very common in Europe, but this hotel happens to have 2 queen beds. And it only costs 43,000 points a night. Or if you're doing it with cash cost, about 1,052 euros or about $1,150. That ends up getting you a nice 2.57 cent per point rate, which is really on standard with Hyatt redemptions. Definitely would be a great redemption. Great way to save your points. Use those points in Florence, Italy. Now for my thoughts and who this card is for. Well, this card is a 5% cashback card up to $1,500 per quarter. It's honestly a solid earner, and if you do max out that 5% each quarter, you'll get 7,500 points extra or 30,000 points total. Compare that to a 2% cashback card, you're earning about 18,000 extra points. And this is going to be on categories that you probably don't normally earn a higher 2, 3, 4% cashback or points offering from other cards. Obviously, the limit is pretty low, so if it happens to be a rotating category of grocery or gas, you're probably going to hit that limit pretty quickly. Still, it's worth it holding. Not to mention, you can also hold 2 or 3 depending on when you get them. Obviously, it takes a while to accumulate them, but if you hold 2 or 3, you can probably hit all 3 of those limits, limit out, get that 5% cash back, turn it into points, turn it into transferable points over to Air Canada, Hyatt, whoever fits your desire to travel to wherever. I don't think this card is something you should shy away from. Honestly, you can probably hold it in everyone's wallet. It doesn't cost anything to hold. It's a $0 annual fee card. And you know what? If you get, say, a Amazon 5% cashback quarterly rate, or maybe you're at Target and big box stores, or maybe it's gas, it's a great solid way to stack up some extra points. Obviously, maybe you're not hitting the 5% limit of $1,500 each quarter, but you know what? Maybe you're getting to spend about $2,000 a year on that 5% limit. That's still 10,000 points rather than 4,000 points on a 2% cashback earner. It's honestly a solid way to get some extra cashback. And if you're really trying to maximize every single dollar you spend, get the most cash back, this card has to be in your wallet just because of the rotating categories. It might be on a category that you're not spending much on, but sometimes it'll be on a category that you spend a ton on, and you can just take advantage of that 5% cash back. Who's this card for? It's for anyone that really wants to maximize their cash back. Make sure they're getting every single percentage point back, inevitably help you with one of your purchases down the road that might be on a quarterly category. This is also pretty much should be in anyone's wallet, I guess, if they like Chase and have Chase points. It's pretty solid. It's pretty easy to hold too. No annual fee. Honestly, good recommended card. I wonder if they'll change anything to it. Hopefully they increase the sign-up bonus, whatnot. Honestly, solid card to hold. All in all, what do you think? Do you have this card? What are your thoughts on the card? Do you think it's for everyone? Do you not think it's for everyone? What do you think of the $1,500 limit on the quarterly categories? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you could hit that like and subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. Until next time, have a great day.